Okay, the other option is you can practice triple questions.
He doesn't know what they are.
It's not my job. I am not going there. When you say you're not going there, what do you mean by that?
She's not going to test us on our knowledge.
Hello, everybody. Welcome.
Hello, Paul.
I'm standing up here because I feel so safe and warm and happy. So, it's great to be here. Wonderful to see everybody. One of the things I want to do is welcome you to tonight's meeting. And one of the things I often do is get a sense of who's in the room. And tonight I thought we would just try to do it a little bit differently if we can. And because I feel like we're a small enough group. I'm wondering if we could just do a quick hi, I'm Brooks, and I'm OSR, that kind of thing. Would you be willing to do that? Just so that we can, especially, for Mary, who's doesn't know everybody here, and Dawn, you may not know everybody either. I don't know. So let's do that. Brooks, would you be willing to start us off?
Okay.
Stand up. Everybody can see you.
Hi, I'm Brooks Brophy with OSR 1.
Wow.
I'm Joelle Everett, OSR 1.
Hold your applause.
I'm Joe Clark, OSR 1.
Hi, I'm Nancy Waltonhouse, OSR 1.
David Wolfish, OSR 1.
Okay, I'm changing it. I'm Nancy Anvick, OSR 10.
I'm Chance Kova, OSR 16. In session this weekend. Yeah. Another newbie, I'm Pam Elvey, OSR 16.
Yeah.
Joanne Schindler, OSR faculty. Claire Bronson, OSR 6.
Oh, wow.
Kelly, OSR 6.
Mawson, OSR 16.
Bathoretsky, OSR 16. Kathy Bashi, OSR 16.
Wow.
Nikki Cruz, OSR 16.
Mary Upshaw, OSR 16.
Sue Bealey, 16. Susan Pfeiffer, OSR 16.
Bob Lugo, OSR 15.
Oh, yeah. Bob Woodruff, OSR 4. Faculty for 8, 9, 10, and 11.
Carol Koenig, spouse of faculty.
Kathy Kornitz, OSR 14.
Cheryl Harmer, partner of OSR 1.
Steve Boyd. I want to say we're the class of 0.
Say it.
They didn't give us a master's degree. I'm still waiting.
We're working on that. A lot of writing
There you go. Richard Somerset, OSR 16, and one of the 2 Canadians in that program, too.
Eileen Panto, OSR 7, and OSR faculty.
Ava Brock, OSR 14.
Rob Magnol, the OSR 14.
Frank Serguba, OSR 14. Jim Arnold, potential OSR.
How come you get all the attention?
And John Curry, OSR 9.
Great.
Dee Endelman, OSR 7.
I'm Cal Crow, and I'm an interloper. I'm not OSR anything. I'm on the mailing list, and I have been on committees.
Lynn Jessen, former OSR faculty.
Bill Koenig, OSR 8 and faculty.
Margaret Walker, former faculty.
And a couple people came in.
Clayton Gridley, OSR 4, and then later on...
3. You were 3. Get it right,
Nice to be the Swartz be with you.
How did you sneak in and I didn't see
I'm a guest.
And I'm Paula Brecky, OSR 3. Thanks for doing that. That was a lot of fun. And just want to welcome you tonight, and we're just so pleased to have Mary and Dawn here tonight and helping us to recognize OSR in our 30th year. So really it's a celebration tonight, and there's don't leave before you've had a piece of cake tonight. So we've got a cake to celebrate, and we've been kind of in celebration much of this year. And we started, I think, at last year's conference, and we're going to put a plug in for the next conference next June. So we'll have to do yet another toast at that conference. But at this point in the year, we wanted to we worked real hard to see if we could bring Dawn and Mary together to help us kind of really do some reflection, look back. How did OSR get started? Some of the stories that these two in particular have, and I had the pleasure of spending the day with Mary yesterday in a one-day workshop on her leadership spectrum workshop, and and also shared a dinner with her. Amazing stories, and also Dawn. We go way back to OSR 3. He was my advisor, and so together I think they'll be able to spin some great stories, and also engage the audience a little bit.
Absolutely.
And what where we're all heading as well. So welcome, and I think I'm going to turn it over to Mary and Dawn.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Thanks, Paul. Thanks, Paul. We rehearsed how we're going to start this.
Yeah, we actually took notes.
It's not something that we're proud of, it's just a memory loss. Actually, we did converse electronically, and this is the first I've seen Mary in many, many years. Right? It really is, and it's wonderful to see you again. You haven't changed a bit, Mary.
Oh, I like the way you talk.
Now we'll talk about your looks.
Yes. Execution.
I expected the same in return. You didn't know it was going to be a monologue, did you?
Just
Jay
cut her
Leno,
off.
watch out. We thought that it might be useful just to spend a little bit of time on some subjects like how did the idea of OSR actually sprout? How did it sprout? Where did it have its beginnings? And we each have perspective about that from very different places, because at that time Mary was Gordon's daughter and didn't have her own practice or anything. Were you still in school then, or were you graduating?
No, I hate to tell you, I had graduated, yes.
Okay, but barely, just out of high school, right?
Definitely.
And so we really didn't know each other very well. She showed up once in a while at the house. We did our work there at Gordon's house, and so we thought, well, okay, we have different views of how this thing sprouted, because she heard things I never heard, I'm sure. And so I want to hear this. I'm very interested. The second thing we want to try to cover is characteristics and qualities of both Gordon Lippitt and Ron Lippitt, whom some of you in the room, OSR 1, OSR 2 people, met. And they came and were visiting faculty back then. And we're at the first graduation ceremony here in Seattle for OSR 1. So we wanted to look at some characteristics and qualities of those two. And then the third thing we thought we'd do is to talk about some unique contributions that came from these two people that really formed a lot of the bases for what we now know as OSR, and even the practice of organization development. Okay. And then fourth, we thought we would talk a little bit about how our own practices have been informed because we knew these men and worked with them and loved them and had different relationships with them. And then finally, and this is where we'll hope we'll spend most of our time, is to take a look with you at